Very happy to see you all. Right? Greetings to all of you. Welcome back to the session. So in my last previous video lecture, I have explained regarding the wet corrosion. So corrosion introduction, dry and wet we have completed. Right? So in this video lecture, I am going to explain about the various factors influencing the corrosion. Among them, first one is nature of earth. Actually, it is bifurcated into two types. The various factors which influence the rate of corrosion are two types. One is metal, second one is the environment. Right? So now we are going to see various subcategories under the metals. So which it can be called as nature of metals. The first one is position in the galvanic series. As you know, electrochemical series, the metals are arranged as per the increasing order of their standard reduction potentials when they are connected with respect to standard hydrogen electron, because its value is arbitrarily 0 like that. Whereas in case of galvanic series, the series which explains about the corrosive nature of metals and their alloys. Electrochemical series does not give any information about alloys. Only it gives about metals. So galvanic series is applicable for alloys, right, and their corrosive nature. So position in this, the metal higher in the series, obviously more active, and the rate of corrosion is very much high. The rate and extent of corrosion is directly proportional to electron potential difference between them. The second one is purity of metal. So obviously pure metals does not undergo corrosion, or if they suffer corrosion also, it will be to the very much least extent. So impurity of metal generally causes heterogeneity. It creates that separate anodic and cathodic parts, and obviously the rate of corrosion increases. For example, if you take zinc metal containing impurities such as lead or iron undergoes corrosion, the rate and extent of corrosion increases with the extent of impurities. The next one is nature of the surface film. So here, when metals are exposed to atmosphere, practically all metals get covered with a thin surface film of metal oxide. It means atmosphere, that oxygen, it is going to form metal oxide layer. So here, as I have explained in my first video lecture about the Pilling Bidwath rule, which otherwise called as Pilling Bidwath rule, right? So the ratio of volume of metal oxide to the metal, if it is as greater as, obviously the corrosion rate is less. So here if you see the specific volume ratio of nickel, chromium and tungsten are 1.62 and 3.6. Consequently, the rate higher, the specific volume ratio is higher for tungsten, obviously the corrosion rate is least. And nature of corrosion product. So this depends upon the type of or solubility, or various factors also going to be influencing this one. The first one is solubility of corrosion products. If the corrosion product is soluble in the corroding medium, then corrosion proceeds at a faster rate. Otherwise, if it is insoluble, corrosion will be suppressed. Correct? So for example, if you take lead sulfate, the formation in case of lead in H2SO4 medium. So obviously in this acidic medium, it's soluble, and the corrosion becomes very much faster or rapid. The second one is volatility. So here in this case, molybdenum trioxide, the formation of metal oxide layer is very much volatile. So that if it is volatile means it evaporates to the environment, and again this molybdenum gives a fresh metal surface for further attack of oxide ions. So hence again it is going to lose some of its part, and finally the rate of corrosion is very much severe or rapid. So here this is all about nature of metal. The second case is nature of the corroding environment, because from the definition itself, corrosion means that metal reacts with the environment, then only corrosion takes place. The first case is metal, second case is environment. So what are the various factors influencing in the environment? First one is temperature. So with increase of temperature, the corrosion rate also increases, because the reaction as well as diffusion rate of ions in the corrosion medium increases, right? So in the second, so it means increase in temperature increases the corrosion, directly proportional. Simply you can remember like this. Humidity. So here also, if humidity is more or greater, obviously the corrosion rate will also be more, because the medium which is going to be supported for these metals, it is going to enhance in the form of the electrolyte. So examples, if you take atmospheric corrosion of iron is low in dry air compared to moist air, and iron combines with oxygen and water to form. So what will happen? FuOH twice, as I have explained you. Alright? And if it is going to react with carbon dioxide, it forms a iron carbon bicarbonate, like that, whatever it may be, metal carbonates. So humidity also enhances the rate of corrosion. Third one is effect of pH. So if you see less pH, higher will be the corrosion. Less pH means acidic media or acidic environment, it promotes the rate of reaction. So hence it is going to enhance the corrosion, right? So temperature, humidity and effect of pH. So these are the various things which will influence the nature of corroding environment, right? Yes. Now how you are supposed to prevent the corrosion? So you have to design the structure in such a way that it should suffer or prevent from least suffer or prevent from corrosion. Material selection, as I said, purity of metal always leads to less corrosive effect. Cathodic protection. So these are corrosion preventive measures which I am going to explain in the upcoming video lectures. Next, reduce the activity of the cathode and or electrolyte, which is called as polarization. Protection of anode, because the rate of corrosion starts at anode only. So if you protect at that point, which is called as passivation, then also you can prevent burn. And alteration of environment inhibitors. So if suppose in the environment more moisture, more acidic medium is there, we have to alterate that one by using some inhibitors. So in case of design of structures, this is very, very important. As an engineer, you are supposed to go for the best design so that it should prevent from corrosion. So for this, these are the key points which you should remember. Avoid sharp corners, complete draining of vessels, avoid sudden changes in section, avoid contact between dissimilar metals. So you have to weld rather than reverse, right? So and also easy replacement of vulnerable parts. So avoid excessive mechanical stress, right? So if you look at this diagram, you are going to see, you are going to have the idea which one is the poor design, which one is the best design. So please pause this video, you draw the diagram, then you only choose which one is the best, which one is you can say, if it is best means it must be corrosion resistance, right? So if it is a poor design, obviously it suffers from the corrosion. So these are all various diagrams various types of materials which usually we used to use in our daily routine in our houses, offices, etc. Like welding parts, that grills, apartment grills, then sinks, coolant areas, and all those things. Right? So next class I will explain about corrosion protections, and one more class I have to explain regarding the types of corrosion. Right? So thank you for all. Thank you for now. See you all in the next